Hey, do you find it hard to save money? Well, I came up with, 4 tips that will allow you to make that process very easy. For us, earning income is not a problem, and also if we had money, we can, learn some ways how to invest that. The problem is we're not able to keep the money. So in this video, I'm going to share with you these 4 tips how you can save more money really fast. The first tip I have for you is you need to figure out where your money is going. Is it going in food? Is it going in clothing? Is it going out in restaurants? You need to figure out where exactly that money is going so that you can actually, do something about it. You can do this like through applications online where, they take information from your bank account and they basically do a breakdown on the application. So, a portion of it goes to your food, like based on your spending habits. Like they break it down for you and basically categorize in different categories, basically where your money is being spent. So, you can find these applications online. They're accessible everywhere. Or what you can do is you can make a very simple Excel sheet and you can break down all your expenses. So you have food, you have clothing, you have your rent. You can do like a little breakdown of all your expenses and track your expenses that you're doing every month. That way you know exactly where your money is going. The way to do this, very simply, what I would suggest you to do is to track your money spending expenses every week instead of every day. Every day might be a bit hard because if it's a new habit, it might be hard to get used to it. So what I suggest you to do is, if you're starting out, do it every week. Figure out where your money is being spent and analyze your entire week, and then do that for the next 3 weeks as well, so that you have the entire month. So now I want to show you the Excel sheet that I made for myself that basically I use to keep a track of all the expenses. And the reason I don't use an application online is just because I like to keep the information to myself. It's personal. No one else, has access to it. I can just share it with myself, and I have this info. So, privacy, it's personal. I can customize it to as I like and as I want. So it's very convenient for me, which is why I use it. So now I'm going to share that with you. So this is a simple Excel sheet that I made for myself. It's called monthly expenses, and it just has different categories. So I have rent, I have groceries, cell phone bill, electricity and heating, health, gym, clothing, food, personal. Personal could be like anything you buy that you can put in any of these categories. You have gas for your car. Car insurance, transportation. This could be like bus rides that you take, or the subway or the train. You can go here. So I break it down to all these different. Numbers, and basically at the end of the month, I figure out that my expenses was $2,800, right? And so now I know exactly how much I'm spending per month, and I know exactly where it's going, right? It's hard to change your rent, but there's other things that you can look at to see where the money is being spent. For example, if food was $400, and food, what I mean by this is like at restaurants, like you're already spending $200 on groceries, but then you're spending still an extra $400 on restaurants. So you can now manage this and say, hey, maybe next month I don't want to spend $400 on restaurants. What I want to do is I want to spend less money, right? So you can at least make adjustments after you figured out how much you're spending. Now it's more visual, now it's more practical. It's easier to make decisions like this. And if you guys actually want this, I can send it over to you. Just let me know in the comments below. I can just share the link. You'll have access to this if you want this. If you want me to make this into a PDF as well, I'll be happy to do that for you as well. Okay, so that was my first tip. So tip number 2 is set monthly target. Let's say your monthly, after you analyze your monthly expenses, you realize that your monthly expense was $3,000. Okay, so try to pick a target for the month, for the next month. Let's say you want to only spend $2,800. Use that as your target. So whatever you've done in the past month, in the new month, think about your decisions. Okay, so before you make a purchase, analyze yourself. And I'm not saying this, I'm saying make it easier for yourself. Every time you make a purchase, just think about it. What is my target? My target is my $2,800 expenses per month, right? That's my target. So just have it at the back of your mind. Always be thinking about it, and try to do it so that it's not. Try to just make it easier for yourself. Every time you make a purchase, just make a conscious decision. Are you getting closer to your target? Are you moving away from your monthly target? And reward yourself at the end of the month. Make it like into a challenge. So let's say your goal for this month is to only spend $2,800, and if you do, you reward yourself. So let's say, instead of spending like $300 on restaurants, because you're trying to reduce yourself, and you're going to do more maybe home cooking, what you do is you tell yourself, hey, if I'm able to save the $300, what I'll do is I'll take myself out to a restaurant and I'll reward myself, for accomplishing this challenge. So that's my tip number 2. Tip number 3, when you are making adjustments to your monthly target, what I suggest you to do is make adjustments into smaller increments. Let's say you wanted to reduce how much you're spending on clothing, right? And let's say you're spending about $200 per month on clothing. So if you reduced it all the way to $0, that might be hard. So what you need to do is you need to do it in very small steps. So instead of $200, let's say you made it into $150. Okay. Now, next, the thing you look at is like your cell phone bill. You can look at, are you actually using the full amount of data that you have in your monthly bill? If not, you can reduce that. Groceries, right? Can you reduce your groceries? I'm just saying, like, make it easy for yourself. You want to be in a state that you're doing it, but it's something that's convenient for you. Don't make it inconvenient. So try to do this in a way that's easy to do, it's convenient, and it's actually helping you. And when you're actually going to be seeing all these expenses, you're going to realize, like, look, you're spending a lot of money in all these different areas. Maybe you don't need to do all of this. Maybe you can reduce something, right? And make those smaller adjustments. So it's easier to do. Another example I have is sometimes when you go out, maybe you have the habit of purchasing water outside in a bottle of water, right? You have the habit of doing it. So you can analyze yourself and saying, actually, how much are you spending in a bottle of water? And if you want to reduce it, what you could do is maybe you can take, tap water, put it into a water bottle, and bring that with you when you go out, right? That's going to save you money, right? Maybe you're spending $3, every time you go out. So, I mean, over the month, that adds up. So maybe to help reduce that, you can start taking water from home instead of purchasing when you go out. So that was tip number 3. If you're looking to save more money, I added this PDF in the description below. It has just a few more tips, some extra info, basically how you can save more money. So if you are interested, it's in the description below. You can download it and it'll be yours. Tip number 4. My tip number 4 is to buy in bulk. Now, this is really helpful. It's going to save you a lot of money, and it's actually very convenient. Like, for example, when you're purchasing a product in bulk, the benefit is, like, if it's on sale already, right, and you're purchasing like 3-4 products, right, you get that discount. You don't have to always wait for a discount. When you see the product already at a discount price, hey, just buy a couple more, right? And try to do it for maybe like the entire year. So, like, for example, if you have toothpaste, like, you use that every day, right? 2 times a day, and for example, it lasts you maybe like 3 months or maybe 2 months. However it lasts you, right? Like, let's say it lasts you like 3 months. So you need to buy 4, right? Every 4 months you need 1. So instead of just buying 1, buy like 4. Or if you want to even get more efficient, just buy for like 2 years, right? A tooth, it doesn't really expire, and well, I mean, it doesn't expire that quickly, so you can buy products like this. Maybe you can't do that with food and like vegetables and fruits, because obviously they expire very fast. But stuff that doesn't expire, you can buy them in bulk and you can keep them at home, store them whenever you need them. You won't need to go to the store, so you won't be wasting time as well. It's very convenient. You could just go in your one of your closets, take it out, and you can use it. So buying in bulk is definitely a good way to save money. Let's say you go to the store and you see 3 different types of shampoos, and you tell yourself, hey, I've already used this one and I want to try these 2 out, right? What I would suggest is buy all of them, buy all 3 of them, keep them at home, so that way you don't have to come to the store every time to buy a new bottle of shampoo. Just take all of them, try it out. Once one finishes, you can try out the second one, you try out the third one. If they're already at a discounted price, it's better to buy it at that time, right? Instead of having to like spend time looking through like the grocery flyers and waiting for a discount. Just find a discount, grab a couple of quantities, bring them home, and then just keep them at home. It's going to save you time, it's convenient, and you get to try out all the different types of shampoos that you want. So you can do that with toothpaste, you can do that with soap, you can do that with conditioner, shampoo, all these products. And it just there's other products as well you can think of that you use day to day. You can do that with them as well. So I hope you found this video useful, and I hope that you can actually implement this into your life and start saving money, right? And the reason we're saving money, it's not it's for investing, right? We want to be able to use money so that we can invest, and that we don't we can get passive income, like for example, we can invest in real estate, we can invest in stocks. There's so many opportunities. And so the more money that you're able to keep, the more opportunities you'll have to be able to invest. So if you guys found this video useful, please let me know in the comments below what you liked about it. Let me know if you want me to produce more videos like this and more content like this. Also, if you guys, I have like a quick starter guide. If you need some money, basically just follow these tips like I gave in these videos. I have like a PDF that I made. Yeah, and so you can just, it's going to be in the description below. It's just a free quick start guide to help you keep more money. And so if you want that, I'll just add it to the description. Yeah, please let me know what you liked about this video. I would really appreciate your feedback. Please like this video. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys on the next one.